Aquarius, welcome to Dark Eve Tarot. I am Eve, and we're going to get you a deep, dark water shadow reading. So I came up with a spread this morning, and it seems to be thorough and effective because I tried it on myself. Alright, so we're going to look at what shadow aspect of yours is hiding in the dark waters, kind of like in the trench area. Then we're going to look at just different aspects, like why, like what's blocking you from seeing it. And then what it looks like when it shows up, like how it manifests in your life. And this is how I'm looking at my notes because I haven't memorized the spread yet. And this is how, let's see. Okay, this is how it can help you if you can integrate it. And then this right here would be your next right action. And then we'll get an oracle card just for advice on your next right action. Okay, so your shadow. What shadow aspect is hiding in the deep, dark water trench? Knight of Swords. This kind of feels like a distraction, Aquarius. You see how he's swallowing the sword here? It just feels like a trick, like a, not like a parlor trick, but like a, I don't know, parlor trick, circus act, like a performance. So there's something of a performance about you, and I don't know if you realize you're performing. Like you're putting on a show or an act for something, and I don't know why yet. So let's look, well, I want to know more. I feel like we need to know a little bit more. What is this act? What is this act that you're putting on? What is this shadow performance? I don't know. It's like, it's basically going to be something that you do to distract attention from something else. So really this feels more like how you protect yourself from the shadow, but we want to know what that shadow is. One more shuffle. It's almost like you don't want me to know. But we're just here to help, okay? We're just here to help. So what is this? What is this shadow aspect that Aquarius is distracting everyone from? Gosh, and even with the Knight of Swords, it's like that's the fastest knight in the tarot. It's almost like that whole sleight of hand thing. Okay, so we have Judgment here with the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So, from going from a 2 to 1, I want to say that there's some kind of shadow aspect that you refuse to look at. You'd rather distract yourself from it or distract others from seeing it, but it involves relationships, Aquarius. It's like together and solo. It's like this is the progression. It's like relationship reduced to one, relationship reduced to one. And with this Judgment card, it's like, I feel like either you have been like attracting relationships where you feel as if you're unfairly judged like they pick you apart or they make you feel like shit or whatever, or you're the one doing it. Either or, but it's like, but you're in that situation where relationships don't work out. And the reason, because of some kind of judgment that's placed upon you or them. And the reason this happens is because you distract yourself from the truth. It's still like a little bit cryptic, but we're just gonna keep going because really this feels like more like where what this card is, which is how it manifests in your life. No worries. So let's go. This is how this card right here is like kind of like what's blocking you from accessing that shadow aspect. What's preventing you from seeing it or knowing it, that kind of thing. And we have Five of Cups. It's almost like when like Aquarius, like when you get depressed, you really can't think straight. It's like your emotions take over and it's like you create this huge storm. It's like you create this huge storm and it's so confusing. It's like how can I navigate? I can't navigate. I can't navigate. And it's like this is all, it's like it's all consuming. And this is why it's like the emotions take over, and this is why you're not able to see the truth about what you're actually hiding from yourself. All right, so we kind of know a little bit about how this manifests in your life, but we're gonna look. We're gonna look how it manifests in your life. Oh shit! It's the Tower. That makes sense because. Oh man. Okay. Dude, this sucks even more now. I'm so sorry, Aquarius. This is a tough one to deal with because, so, like, we have the Tower here, right? The Tower is that unexpected, like, just, pulling the rug out from under your feet, like, and it makes you feel like this. It makes you feel like, super depressed and nothing's going right and you're just mentally confused because it's too much emotion to deal with. It's like that shocking to you, right? And again, it's like even this Tower card, normally it's a tower. It's being struck by lightning, right? This tower is like all like MC Escher looking and it's confusing. It's confusing to look at. The stairs aren't going in the right direction. Some of them are. There's a lot going on. It's fucking chaos, man. It's chaos. And it's like this, whatever this is, man, whatever this is, this shadow aspect, it is very powerful. It has a whole, like, it can have a total hold on you. And it would make sense, like, as a defense mechanism to just put on a show. Like, hey, no, I'm good. I'm fine. Everything's good. Oh, they weren't meant for me. Or, oh, they were a bad apple. I didn't need to be with them. Or it's like, it feels like this here's excuses. And the excuses as are like a part of the show. Like, so people don't worry about you. It's like you wanna keep all this pain or all of this turmoil to yourself because you don't want to share it with others, you know? It's like you don't want to piss in their Wheaties or whatever. Wow, okay. So now let's look at, okay, so for this card here, it's how this energy can help you because shadows carry energy, right? Some and the energy of that shadow aspect can work either to your benefit or to your detriment, right? So we see how it's working to your detriment, but if you can acknowledge and you can integrate this part of you, then you can use that energy to your benefit. And this is how it can benefit you. Knight of Cups. See? Beautiful. You go from, this is so weird. This is like Sagittarius. Sagittarius had kings. It was King of Swords to the King of Cups, your Knight of Swords to the Knight of Cups. And this is much, look at this blue. This is calm and it's soothing and it's very, it's like this blue is like this is the communication. This is like, it'll change the way you communicate. And if you can apply this new calm, restored, balanced communication energy to relationships, they could work out more. Instead of just single or double to single, they can work out to, a little bit of love here, finding a little bit of love. Because look, there's even a bunch of blue right here in the cup. That's really cool. That right there says it's worth it to at least try to find this, accept this, integrate it, you know what I mean? So here's your first step. Your first step in your next step, first step to integrate whatever this is Six of Pentacles. Is it 6 or 9? It's 9. 9 of Pentacles. Oh, that's even better. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, this is encouragement. This is saying, Aquarius, it's basically saying if you just take any step towards like feeling this out, seeing it, acknowledging it within you, you will very quickly see the results of your actions. This is, 9 of Pentacles, which is seeing the result. It's like seeing the apples when you planted the seed of the apple tree a long time ago. It's like the fruition of it, right? It's seeing the results. And there's a bounty here. It's like each bushel or box or whatever these are, crate, it's like each one is like a step. It's like you take this step, you see this bounty. You take this step, you see another bounty. It's a progression of successes. So you really just need to get started. You can do it. You just need to get started. So let's see if there's any other advice for you, Aquarius, in regards to this, taking steps. Oh, cool. So you have the goat. You have the goat card here, and it's the card of reliability. But what I'm really seeing here is, you see how it's like I'm getting a major change in perspective here, which is also similar to Sagittarius. So I don't know if you've got something going on with Sagittarius, like, if maybe one of you in this Two of Cups is a Sagittarius, I don't know. Or maybe you're just kind of linked to Sagittarius right now. But what I'm seeing here is like, instead of being the goat that traverses the big hairy mountain with all of its traps and crevices and danger points and da-da-da-da, instead of doing all that maneuvering, which is kind of this show right here, you're being asked to be the mountain. You see how the goat has become the mountain. And that is how you're going to find that reliability in the steps. You're going to find that the steps that you take are reliable. You can count on them, you can trust them, because they're coming from you, just like the shadow's coming from you, right? Very cool. Okay, Aquarius, this is your message. I hope it helped, and I'll see you later.